So, that's what you think.
Yes. For us to live together any longer would be an obscene joke. Okay, let's just end it while we still have some sanity and decency left.
That's the best you can do in the way of sanity and decency? To talk like that?
You'd like to cover it up with pretty words, I know, but we've had enough of that. Okay, I feel like I have spider webs covering my face. You know, I just want to brush them off and just get clean again.
It's not my fault you have nerves. Why don't you try behaving like a gentleman instead of a hysterical minor poet?
A gentleman, Helen, a gentleman would have strangled you years ago, okay? It takes a man with crazy notions of freedom and generosity to be the fool that I've been.
So, I suppose you blame me for all of your
I'm
ideas.
not blaming anybody, okay? Even myself. Helen, you got to realize that this has got to stop. Okay, we're cutting each other to pieces with knives here.
So you want me to go?
Oh, I'll go. It makes no difference. Only we have to separate. You know, definitely and forever.
Okay, but don't you think, I mean, there's some possibility, okay, of us finding a way. We have to be able to find a way.
Found a way, Helen. Okay, twice before. This is always what it comes to. There are limits to my capacity for self-delusion. All right, this is the end.
Yes. Only
what?
It seems a pity.
Yeah, the pity is this. Okay, that we should sit here and haggle about our hatred. That's all there's left between us.
I don't want to haggle, Paul. Okay, if you think that we should part, okay, then we shall part this very night. Okay, but I don't want to part like this. I know that I hurt you. But I don't want you to hate me.
Okay, can we just finish? Can we finish without another sentimental lie? I'm in no mood to sit here and act out a pretty scene with you.
Okay, that was unjust, Paul. You know I didn't mean that. I just want you to understand so that you don't hate me.
Go on.
Okay. I know that you hate me. Okay, you have a right to. I mean, not just because I was faithless, but because I was cruel. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't realize that I was hurting you.
You've been over that 1,000 times. Okay?
Yes. Okay, I've said that before. And you've answered that the excuse might have held up the first time, but not the second or the third. You've convicted me of deliberate cruelty. And I've said nothing. Okay, I couldn't say anything because, I mean, the truth is just too crazy. But I want you to know the real reason.
A new reason, huh?
Yes. Okay. There's something that I've never confessed to you. I was cruel. Deliberately. Okay, I wanted to hurt you. Do you know why? I wanted to shatter that Olympian serenity of yours. No, you were so strong, okay, so self-confident. And you had this air of a being that could not be hurt. You were like a god.
That was a long time ago. Okay, was I ever Olympian? I don't recall that, but you succeeded very well. You shattered it in me.
No, you are still Olympian. Okay, and I still hate you for it. I wish that I could make you suffer. But I've lost all power to do that.
Aren't you just contented with what you've done already? It seems to me that I've suffered enough in the past few weeks that I've satisfied even the weirdest of your ambitions.
No! Okay, no! If you had suffered enough, you wouldn't be talking to me this way. You wouldn't be sitting there making phrases. God, I've hurt you a little, but you'll recover. And you always recover so quickly. It's like you're not human. Okay, if you were human, you would remember that we were once happy. You'd at least be a little sorry to see that it's all over. But you can't be. Because you made a decision, and that's it.
It's a interesting and novel explanation for it.
I just want you to understand. Paul, do you remember when we fell in love?
Yeah, something of that sort must have happened to us.
No. Okay, it happened to me. It didn't happen to you. You walked in and you decided. Like a god on a holiday. It was I who felt headlong, dizzy, and blind. God, it was just a force so strong. It swept me into your arms, and I couldn't do anything about it. I prayed against it. But my heart was no longer in my chest. It was in your hands. To do with it what you pleased, and you could have thrown it to the dust.
Look, this is all very romantic and exciting. But tell me, did I do that? Did I throw it in the dust?
No, because it pleased you not to. Okay, you put it in your pocket. God, you don't know what it is to feel that someone has absolute power over you. Okay, you've never felt that. You've never been utterly controlled and desperate for another person, for your happiness. But I was utterly desperate for you. Okay, it humiliated me. It angered me, and I rebelled against it. But it was no use. See, I was in love with you. But you were free. And your heart was your own, and you couldn't be hurt.
This is very fine and everything, but it's not true, as you soon found out.
But when I found out, I could hardly believe it. You had told me 1,000 times that you wouldn't even be jealous if I loved somebody else. And you put that idea in my head. I just thought it was part of your superhumanness.
Okay, yes, okay. Yes, I did talk like that. But I'm not a Superman. Okay? I was a damn fool.